Um, Igor, you do realize that DLC killed the review show, right? You're telling me that we're going to revive this bullshit. Oh, fuck me. Igor, you actually expect me to fucking dig? Perfect. Someone quick, smack him. We're only reviving a review show, for Christ's sake.
It's that time of the year where evil rules the world and zombies rise from the grave.
Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm bringing back my review show. Now, the review show is basically being rebranded as Retro Reviews. The main focus will be retro gaming. Does that mean I will never do a modern game again? No. I am of course going to play some modern video games. They're just going to be less important than the retro games. When I used to do my review show, I primarily did brand new video games to bring you the latest and the greatest. Well, the latest isn't quite the greatest anymore, in my opinion. So the latest is going to be, the newest is going to be the least important games. But if there is a shining video game outside the sea of turds that AAA games actually makes, then I will review it.
But I will not review bullshit video games that are filled with DLC, microtransactions, and loot crates. Fuck that shit until the end of fucking time.
But yeah, other than that, I'm going to be reviewing basically anything that's new. Now, if you're wondering why I'm kind of like bending back and forth, I'm using a little voice changer thing. I should get a fucking pedal for this. It is compatible with that. But I digress. The review show will now commence, and this review show is going to be
Super Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo. More importantly, for the Super Nintendo Mini Classic.
It's been a while since I last reviewed a video game, so let's jump right into this. Super Castlevania 4 is like every other Castlevania game. It was made and published by Konami. You know, Konami back when they actually gave a motherfucking shit about video games. They actually cared about Super Castlevania 4. Not like that mobile crap that they're actually going to be releasing soon. No. This is an actual video game. No DLC, no DRM, no microtransactions, loot crates, none of that shit. Just pure video game. Therefore, I'm giving the opportunity to only talk about the video game, and it is a luxury. Now, before I get into it, like every Castlevania game, this thing is difficult. I played on the Super Nintendo Mini Classic with save states. What you see behind me, all of this is using save states, as I guarantee you, I do not kick as much ass as what you're seeing behind me. That being said, it is an awesome video game that is themed around essentially horror movies. The Mummy, Frankenstein, but primarily Dracula, and you get to fight mummies, you get to fight skeletons, you get to fight bats, you get to fight zombie hordes, and a whole bunch of other monster shit. And it is all themed towards horror movie, and it's awesome. I will say this much. For the uninitiated, it is a constant kick in the balls. It is a game that has no nonsense, and it doesn't hold your hand. So if you're looking for an easy retro game, this is not the retro game for you. If you're looking for a constant and consistent challenge up until you actually face Dracula and kill that motherfucker, then Castlevania is the game for you. And I haven't said this in a long fucking time. But this game is a buy. And yes, we are returning with our old rating system of buy, rent, and burn.